It's a Tuesday morning.
Tuesday.
Here at the Break Room, Rochester's Classic Rock 96.5 WCMF. How's it going, buddy?
Pretty good, buddy.
What's going on, female buddy?
Doing good, buddy.
It is 60 degrees right now, but it's going to go up into the mid-80s again.
All right.
I know. I don't. It's
Not bad, though. The humidity's gone.
No, shut
It's
up.
nice.
Yeah, this is summer.
Doesn't
Doesn't it? I mean, it feels nice coming down from 90, right?
Yeah.
It's
Comfortable
all
in the morning.
It's all the
Yeah.
same to me, man.
Get out there and do your workouts,
I
man.
can't
Start
do my
sweating
workout.
up.
I can't.
Take a walk.
No, I don't want to walk in 84-degree weather.
You're in shape.
Shut
Come on.
up.
Get your training.
Shut-
Get your road work in, buddy.
No, I got to go to the gym today to go walk on a treadmill. I feel like such a
Why don't you just
bitch.
walk outside?
No, because
Why would you go to some stank-ass, ball-sweat gym
'Cause-
when you can enjoy the beautiful outdoors?
Because I got to walk on an incline to try and get as much.
Hey,
as,
there's hills outside.
I'm just going to walk up and down a hill.
Nature's
I'm just gonna
incline.
walk up and down a hill over and over again like a psycho.
There's a bunch of hills.
Shut up. You don't know what you're
The
talking
hills are
about.
alive.
I also want to use a stair stepper.
Okay. Get your steps in there,
Bro,
Gramps?
I'm like an 80-year-old woman at the gym.
Do you put the little ankle weights on, too?
Maybe I should. Well, I got to get as much burn
I got
as
my
I can.
heavy hands on. I'm walking with my gal pals.
Look, man, this is driving me nuts. I had my wisdom teeth out on Friday, and I don't want dry sockets. Do you know what that is?
No, what's that?
What they warn you about. Never really knew what it was,
I
though.
don't know either. I don't want to Google it because I don't want it to get in my head.
I don't. What is it?
It's apparently something that can happen in your teeth where if you like work
As
too
they're
hard
healing.
or and it like it's apparently it's like
So
most-
wait, the sockets in your mouth you got to keep lubricated?
I do.
Why didn't you tell me, man?
Why is that?
I got this. I just getting into the dental game.
No kidding.
I got a little kiosk
Where?
in the men's room.
What's it called?
It's called Old Uncle Doc Tommy's Oral Moisten Your Mouth Sauce.
Why is there a sauce?
Well, you know the moisture.
Gotcha.
It's very. It keeps your mouth lubricated.
I can't use a straw. I can't work out. I'm not allowed to eat anything that's not soft food.
Well, you got to
Last
take
night-
it easy.
Shut up. No, but that's hard to do when you have to like live your life. Like it's not like I'm like sitting in a hospital bed and I get to watch like Days of Our Lives all day. Like I'm coming to work, taking the kids where I got to take them. So like it makes life exponentially harder to have to like stop everything. But like now I have to eat something smooth.
But Pat, as you age, it's all about making the adjustments.
Shut
as
up.
you age
Shut
and your
up.
body starts to shut down,
Shut up.
when you don't have a lubed up mouth, you got dry sockets in your jawline.
Bro, you should have seen me last night because I've been eating nothing but soup and cottage cheese. And
Yeah, this is
yogurt.
not soup weather.
Well, I can eat
Cottage
soup.
cheese, I cannot.
I love cottage cheese.
It's man, that's like ugh,
I forgot how much I love cottage
dairy
cheese.
batch.
Yogurt is more dairy batch. What's your batch look like if you got chunks of stuff
What does
coming
yours
up?
look like if you compare it to Greek yogurt?
Smooth. It looks just like Greek yogurt. It's supposed to look like Greek
No, it
yogurt.
doesn't look like
No.
Greek yogurt. Would you say no?
I don't know. I just felt like I needed to contribute.
By the way, sorry if you're eating Greek yogurt
know.
for breakfast.
Yeah, or cottage cheese.
Yeah,
So-
you're ruining everybody's breakfast
Yeah,
right
my
now.
mother used to. It was always like one of my mother's backup diet plans was like it was cottage cheese with like chunks of pineapple
Yeah, I was
in it
gonna
or
say, I know
something.
people that like to like throw some fruit in there.
It looks disgusting.
No, I can eat it straight up. I've eaten 2 giant tubs of cottage
I-
cheese.
It's like
Yeah.
you're chewing milk.
No, I held out on
Cottage cheese?
cottage cheese for a long time because the texture, the look of
Gross.
it. I was like, I don't get it.
It's got like chunks
and then one
in
day
it.
I had it. I was like, I felt like I'd been missing out my whole life.
And I don't even know what it actually is.
cheese.
No, but is it? Because it don't look like cheese. It don't look like milk. It don't look like yogurt.
It's cheese.
It looks like somebody's bastard child.
Okay.
It's mushy cheese.
It is.
Yeah.
It's cheese curd. That's what it is.
All right.
Right?
I don't know.
But look. Here's the frustrating part.
Yeah.
I can't get full. It's impossible to get full eating only soup, yogurt, and cottage cheese. It
yeah.
sucks, right? Like it takes me 45 minutes to eat a banana because I have
Wow.
to take tiny bites.
Baby banana bites.
So yes, I'm taking baby banana bites. So last night, my wife takes my youngest daughter to dance, and she goes, "I'll find you something for dinner."
Okay.
Okay, great. She came home from Adelita's with this big old pan of completely smooth refried beans, and I ate that thing like a golden retriever that
Ooh.
got in the garbage.
Man,
I'm
you're
just
gonna
like,
get you're gonna get the ass rockets on that, man.
Here's the other problem. I've pooped once in 4 days.
Well, not now.
No, I've been waiting. That's why I ate the beans. I was all excited. I can't poop. Between the antibiotics and the painkillers, I can't poop.
Oh.
You're all locked up.
It sucks. This sucks. And I know
So
there
you
are a lot
haven't
of-
taken a dump?
I have taken one dump. It was a tiny dump. over the weekend, and it was like pooping chess pieces sideways. It sucked hard, and I can't strain, or else I'm going to blow the stitches out
Yes.
my mouth. I don't know what to do.
So how much longer are you going to be like this?
So I'm going to get the stitches out a week from tomorrow.
Oh.
I didn't know this was like such an intense, like,
Yeah, I thought
long-term-
they had
Yeah.
this down like it's nothing anymore. It's
Well,
like
you
heart
had-
surgery.
You had it done.
I had it done
I think
in the
mine is less than
70s.
heart surgery.
But like people going out for bypasses is like nothing.
It's not true.
When I got my wisdom teeth out, it was 1977.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go to the hospital. I was home the next day, and I couldn't do anything for 3 days.
But you were overnight in the hospital.
Yeah, but I was like, it was all done in like 4 days.
But the point I'm saying, and by the way, are you sure, or is that just your mom and dad be like, kid's fine? let him
Probably,
be."
I don't know.
Yeah. No, but like you had to stay overnight in the hospital. I
Yeah.
was able to drive myself home. Like it's
True.
obviously gotten better.
But you should be. I always think like you wouldn't have to like be like strung out this long
I love how you.
on like drugs and cottage cheese.
I love how you, with absolutely no experience in anything, are telling me that my doctors are telling me wrong.
Yeah, but it's cool that I can do that for you.
Isn't that
I have a
amazing?
vast knowledge of things I don't understand.
I don't know if it's like maybe because as you get older, like you have to be more careful with it. I don't know.
Well, you've been pretty hard on your goddamn mouth since I've known you.
Hard on your mouth. What does that
Well,
even
first of
mean?
all, he was the only 15-year-old I knew that was a chain smoker.
I was not smoking at 15.
You were smoking.
wasn't. I didn't
Where
start-
the hell were you going outside the club?
Get away from you.
You were.
Bro, anytime you started, anytime
you
your
were
set
doing
started,
the burn.
I didn't smoke at 15.
He had he had a cuss mouth, smoked mouth. He was boozing it up. He didn't take care of his teeth.
You don't
was up
take
on-
care of your teeth.
He was up there looking like a bandsaw.
What does that have to do with my wisdom teeth?
I don't know.
Keep
Nothing.
How old were you when you had your wisdom teeth out?
I was just trying to remember. I feel like maybe it was like around 2008, 2009. I know I was like out of high school at that. It couldn't have been too much longer after high school. Yeah.
Okay. Did you have to like wait a week and a half to do like stuff?
I don't remember getting my stitches out. I just remember like you went once, they took out your teeth, and then you didn't go back unless you had a problem.
They dissolve. Usually the stitches just go away.
Yeah, no, these are not dissolvable stitches. I have to go get them taken out.
Oh, you didn't step up for the gold circle plan?
Gold circle dissolvable stitches plan.
Where'd you
But
get
I
the
remember,
busted
yeah.
ass dental plan?
I just
A few days of eating soft foods, and then I just kind of remember it going away. I don't know. It was so long ago. I really don't remember the process.
just want to eat food. I just want to eat food. I just want to know what full feels like again.
I
So
do
when can
remember the
you
first
eat?
time. I was gonna say I do remember the first time I ate like a hearty meal. It was still soft, but it was like baked mac and cheese.
Ooh.
It
Damn.
was the best because I was so hungry. To your point,
Do you have to wait till the stitches are out so you can eat regular food?
I don't know. I don't even know anymore. Who cares? It's just torture. It's torture, man. Sucks. No, but like here's the other thing too.
Yeah.
I didn't get any like special. You telling me I was rough up my mouth? I'm gonna defend my mouth because
Because your family your father and mother didn't take you to the dentist. And your old man probably had dental because he was a cop.
who knows? He probably traded it for a keg.
Not a bad deal.
That's a good point. You probably could have gone to the dentist.
And they probably had full medical. His father was a police officer.
Who knows, man? What do you want
What do you
from
mean,
me?
who knows?
I was
you
a
think the police
child.
union didn't sign up for dental?
The police union out in Gates. We'll give you 2 broken down RVs. No dental.
I feel like there were adults at that time though that just they didn't go to the
Well, they hate
dentist
the
because like
dentist.
my mom, if it wasn't for my mom, like my dad never went to the dentist. My mom was the one who pushed us to go
Yeah.
to the dentist every year. But if my dad was in charge, we would have never went to the freaking dentist.
No, here's what sucks. Like having my wife's a dermatologist,
Yeah.
right? She's an MD. So having an MD in the house, I have to follow every rule, which again, it's good.
Yeah, you got a doctor in the
Right?
house.
Yes. But I can't deviate from any of the instructions that were given to me from the doctor.
Okay.
So I don't know if I could like take a bite of something
Right.
and it would be totally okay. I have no idea. I'm even afraid to touch the stitches in my mouth with my tongue. I don't want to like
You
find
do a
something.
milkshake.
Oh yeah,
I can't use a straw.
you can't.
No.
Oh.
Dry sockets.
I
No
remember
sucking
this.
motion.
Yeah. It's coming
could
up on
sit there.
Saturday night.
You don't have to drink it out of a straw.
How am I gonna
Yeah,
win
but
a
it's
beer
really
and
hard
drink
to,
a
like-
milkshake?
It's gonna be all over your face,
use
man.
a
It's gonna look like a
spoon.
money shot.
A spoon. I went and got ice cream on Sunday.
Can you get a spoon in your mouth?
Yeah. Yeah, I can get things.
I don't know, I'm
how do you think I was
asking.
eating the cottage cheese like I'm bobbing for apples?
Well, I don't know,
you
like a
idiot?
little teaspoon or something.
No, I
don't
can
know.
eat it with a spoon. How would you get the soft food in your? How did I get the beans in my mouth?
Oh, you lick them? I don't know. You lick the pan like a dog.
You okay over there? We got face
Sorry,
to face.
try not to spit out my coffee.
Yeah, she was going to give her batch information a minute ago.
No, can we go back to that, man?
What?
Your batch should look more like yogurt than cottage cheese.
No, it doesn't look like anything.
Your batch doesn't look like anything?
Well, it doesn't look like any food.
Yeah, it looks like
Unless I'm
plenty
in
of
South
foods.
Florida.
We got Facebook messages coming in. You can always get us at WCMF for the Break Room Facebook page. This comes in from Dan. Dan says, my wife worked in a periodontal office. That's the
I don't know what it is.
surgeon who does
The baby teeth? I don't know.
She said, I'm sorry, he says, she told me this is common. You're going through withdrawal and depression from having your wisdom teeth out, and it's all because you can't get the right food.
Yeah, you're starving.
Well, no, but I'm not actually starving. It also makes you feel like a bitch because this is like the biggest,
Yeah.
first world problem ever.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the teeth that were giving me pain were taken out in a medical procedure that happened in an hour, and now
Yeah.
I can't eat the food that I want that is plentiful in my house. Everybody feel bad for me, please.
I know.
I could only eat a little bit of ice cream on Sunday. Oh, my God. You were saying, though.
No, it's
252-WCMF, 252-9263. Let's talk to Kathy. Hey, Kathy, how are you?
Hey, good morning to all of you. How are you?
Good. What do you got?
I've been dying to call you because I just wanted to give you some advice on what you've been going through with your wisdom teeth. And did you have 2 or 4?
All 4. I got all them suckers right out of there.
You got all 4 out. Yeah, that's rough. But always back in the day, we would swish around some warm salt water, just easy, no sucking, like the doctor said. But it'll make you feel better. It'll soothe it. You won't get any dry socket.
I've been doing the salt water. You know what I did the other day? Like
What's
an
that?
idiot. So they told me to go out and get alcohol-free Listerine. So like every time I eat something, I'll do the alcohol-free Listerine and everything like
Yeah.
that. Turns out alcohol-free Listerine looks a lot like alcohol-containing Listerine. And
Right.
yesterday when I got up from my nap, 2 days
Did you
ago
make
when I got
that
up from my
mistake?
nap, I reached over and I grabbed it and I put alcohol Listerine in my mouth. And I thought my mouth was going to explode.
So what? It burns all the
yeah.
stitches,
It burns everything in your mouth.
but you're knobbing
You were
Satan.
singing, yeah, but it'll all help. It'll start healing from the inside out, and just just be careful. Don't strain like the doctor said, and swish around that salt water. Keep those pockets nice and
Yeah,
clean.
look at the shark's teeth. Beautiful. Get right on that surfer's leg.
Did you ask the doctor for your teeth back?
No, I didn't want those.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
One of them was broken.
What
so
would
I-
you want them back
Some
for? You're
Oh,
not,
okay, yeah, you don't want it. I was going to say you could put them on a necklace, hang them around your neck or something.
What am I, a
but,
witch doctor?
but I just wanted to let you know I know what you're going through, and you all of you be well this summer.
Well, Kathy,
Thank
thank you
you,
very
Kathy.
much.
don't tell me what to do, Kathy.
You're very
Mind your own
welcome.
goddamn
I
business
love
in
the
your
show.
teeth.
You guys crack me up every day. I love
Thank
it.
you.
Love
All
I
right.
love you too. Bye, Kathy.
Go make the coffee.
Oh, wait. Side
Okay.
note. What do people do with their wisdom teeth that ask for them back?
You put them in a jar or something?
Is that an actual request
I didn't know
people
that was
have?
a thing. I didn't know that
Yeah,
was a thing.
I don't want them.
They didn't offer them to me.
I don't think I ever saw mine. I don't remember.
No, I don't want it. Why would you
Yeah.
want to look at them? They're all bloody coming out of your head.
Yeah.
Okay. We got a dynamite. Just let them keep your wisdom teeth kind of breaking for you this morning here on CMF. It's Tuesday. You know what that means?
Oh, we're going to play Where's My Whining Buddy with His Busted Ass Sockets in the Hood?
Kiwi's got a post for the neighborhood app. She's going to read it out loud. She's removed street names and town references. Just after 9 o'clock, you're going to tune in. You're going to listen.
You have to listen.
And because we know every stereotype about every town, neighborhood, village, whatever, in the greater Rochester area, we're going to figure out where they whine. We're going to do it just after 9 o'clock. Set your phone alarm or just stay with us. Because, again,
Enjoy.
we got dynamite 4 hours of wisdom teeth talk for you. All morning. Wisdom teeth talk, wall to wall, in the break room on CMF. Plus a whole bunch more. But first, Tom.
Yeah, what you got?
This is an interesting idea.
Oh.
Because, we have the technology in our lives has gotten so good, you are never not entertained. You have
Yeah.
the ability to entertain yourself at every moment.
Yeah,
and
on
there are
demand.
there are some places that's more important than others. However, there is a new trend where people are going the opposite way on purpose.
What, going back old school?
Like super old
To
school.
boredom?
Yes, yes. And why someone would want to attempt this.
Yeah.
Is weird. I'm confident no one in this room would be able to pull it off. And we'll tell you what it is next year in the break room on 96.5 WCMF. I mean, these can be rough with the options we have at our disposal to keep ourselves entertained.
Yeah.
So why you would intentionally go out of your way to not use those things?
Go backwards.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling. And I'll be honest with you, it's hard to even understand what you're proving in doing this.
Yes.
Other than you're kind of an idiot. You're hanging out at the break room, Rochester's Classic Rock 96.5, WCMF. Just after 6:45 this morning, the good.
Yeah.
Somebody in this room, Kimmy, stumbled on a couple $100.
Wow.
Yeah.
Couple hundred.
Couple $100.
Rich.
Damn.
The bad news,
Yeah.
they don't know where it came from.
Oh,
And,
mystery $100.
This person is being awfully nonchalant
Okay.
about having no idea where this money
I
came
don't
from.
want to ask too many questions.
We'll get to it just after 6:45 here in the break room on CMF. There is a new trend, Tommy, circulating on social media.
What's that?
It's called raw dog in a flight.
What?
Was it like sex?
No, has nothing to do with sex. Raw dogging a flight is intentionally avoiding all entertainment while sitting in your seat and flying.
So it's 1964 Pan Am.
Bingo.
Like even music? No, nothing.
No
No-
phone,
no
no
book?
music, no earbuds, no book, no
No
magazine,
book?
nothing on the screen
So
in
what do
front
you
of you.
do?
You sit and you ride that plane
Sounds
out.
terrible.
You raw dog that flight.
And what's the point?
Yeah.
That's a great
What are you
question.
proving?
That's a great question.
Because think about this. Even back in the day, like my parents' generation, right? They didn't have all these things, but you could smoke,
Yep. Yeah.
you could drink,
Yeah.
and you could read.
Yeah. Yeah. You could do
So you got to
those
get rid of
things.
all that on top of that.
So it looks like, Tommy, it started as a joke, like somebody posted they had raw dogged a
Yeah.
flight, whatever. But now guys are actually trying to do it, and they're competing with each other for the longest flight they can raw dog.
So what's like like if you flew to, let's say, Honolulu.
Yeah.
Let's say it's 8-10 hours on a plane. You're not gonna do nothing.
No, these guys aren't. They're not doing
And
it.
you have to go at it.
You
You know
have
what's
to,
gonna
like-
happen? You're gonna start peeking, seat to seat. Because I always notice, like when you have those
watching
screens on
somebody else's
JetBlue,
movie.
like I'll start like looking over. All right, I'll watch ESPN3 for a few minutes. Maybe I'll watch some cornhole. See how that guy does. Like I start looking around. I would
Yeah.
be
Your
I would-
mind's gonna wander. Your eyes are gonna wander.
somebody's laptop, something, man. Because I've actually, and I've done this on flights. I started watching. This is terrible. I always start looking over to see what people are doing on their phone.
Okay, that is terrible. What's wrong
Yeah.
with you?
I know, but it's right there, and it's like
They
but they're
can
not.
feel your eyes.
But
on
they're
them.
not. They're not C blocking me.
Well,
So I'll start peeking over there. I always want to see like if they start hitting financial stuff. See what kind of money they have and things.
So who does that on a plane?
Me?
You check your finances on a
no,
plane?
he doesn't have
No,
finance
no.
to check.
I have nothing. It's always 0.0. But like I want to see like if they're on like some site. I want to see. Let's see what kind of money this guy's got.
So I guess the idea behind it, to the folks that try it, is do you have the discipline to be able to stay focused and not worry about what's going
But what
on?
do
Like,
you
I-
do?
I
But
was
who
gonna-
cares?
I don't know.
I
It's like-
couldn't even do that when I'm not on a plane.
I mean, no, you're right. It straight up sounds like a nightmare. Like
Yeah.
to just sit in your house with nothing to do.
If I saw somebody doing that, I'm thinking they're blowing the plane up. I'm thinking this is some kind of like some like religious nut. He's gonna detonate something because why aren't you looking at anything?
But even if you're going to blow the plane up, why wouldn't you at least look on Instagram before you end it?
I'd be looking at porn, right? Straight up.
Financial porn.
Yeah, I'm done here. Kaboom.
The only way I think you could,
Was that the bomb? Or?
Yeah,
I don't know.
a very small bomb.
Gotcha.
the only way you could really,
Okay, real quick. I'm sorry. Why does your bomb go kapoom when normal bombs go kaboom?
Because I'm looking at porn, and I'm about to in my pants.
You were saying, Kimmy?
hold on, let me just make sure that's saved.
Okay, great.
The only way I feel like you could really pull this off would be if you just plan to sleep. Like if you're gonna knock yourself
Oh
out.
no, that doesn't
and
count.
just-
You got to be conscious.
Oh, you have to be
Yes,
conscious.
raw dog on a flight. You got to be conscious.
Okay.
All right. So let
It's
me
like
ask.
winning at things that don't count.
Phone number is 252-WCMF, 252-9263. All right? Again, raw dog on a flight, no phone, no music, no earbuds, nothing on the screen in front of you,
What
nothing
about
to
drinky
read.
drink?
Nope, no eating, no drinking.
Wait, no
Just
eating?
You
nothing.
can't eat?
What do you? I didn't make the
What is
rules.
this, a
Well, I thought
religious like
I thought
trip?
we were like tuning out with like media and
No,
things like that,
this
but
is
I didn't know
you.
you couldn't
No
like
chow.
feed yourself.
You don't do anything.
What are you like, Gandhi? He didn't eat, right?
Well,
He's so
he ate-
skinny.
He ate sometimes. 3-hour flight, no entertainment. Could you pull it
No.
off? You couldn't do it?
No, I'm gonna be peeking. I'm gonna be miserable. I wouldn't even be happy. Like I wouldn't feel like I accomplished anything but being miserable.
But it wasn't all that long ago that people did. I mean, in the 1990s, short of having a magazine, that was your option.
But you
read a
but you didn't
book.
know any better, and you had Walkmans, you had magazines, you had
Walkman. I haven't
alcohol.
heard anybody say the word Walkman.
But
in
you
like
had
20
it.
years. A Walkman? And you're not even walking. Well, you got a flyman?
Yeah.
Or a sitman?
Sitman. No, but you had something.
You think you can make it 3 hours?
Maybe the only thing I'm thinking is like if I was like next to the window and it was like a
No,
clear.
can't look out the window.
If you could, it was
No
like
clouds.
a clear day, so you could like kind of see everything you're flying over. Maybe.
But at 30,000 feet, you can't even see anything. You're a monk.
Yeah. But I mean, there are people that live their lives these way. Live their lives this way. There are people that don't have smartphones. There are people that don't watch television.
But they're weirdos. Like something happened to them that they're not talking about.
Yeah.
Or you need to go this off the grid path. And I don't want to know what it is or where the body is, but there's a reason you're being a weirdo right now.
Look, I'm with you. I'm with you. As weird as all of this is, and as much as I couldn't do it, is this something that maybe we should be working back towards? Life without constant stimulation?
Why?
Well,
What's the point?
I mean,
what are you going to get?
Yeah, like what? I mean, you can't even do like a crossword puzzle. Like, there's nothing you can do.
I'm saying not on a flight. The raw dog in the flight thing is
Yeah.
ridiculous, right? But I mean, look.
But you're saying just tuning out completely.
I mean, look
Yeah.
at the Frontier days, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they had like a oil lamp and a book. But even they found entertainment in killing each other. Right? I mean, there was always a
Yeah, they were
shootout
like-
at noon, or there was an unnecessary hanging in the town square.
Somebody's
I mean, there
busy
was stuff-
churning butter somewhere.
There was church, right? And everybody was going to hell if you didn't repent.
I think you're missing my point.
Your wife was full of rickets.
Can you be full of rickets?
Oh, yeah. She's full of rickets.
Is it like a pinata where you can get the rickets knocked out
Rickets
of
be
you?
pouring out of her. Yeah.
I think you're missing my point.
Yeah.
Look, there have been several studies done that show that constant stimulation we have all the time is not good for us, right? Physically, mentally, not great.
Well, maybe we're evolving where we'll adjust to it like everything else in this world.
Okay, well, there are some things you don't evolve and adjust to. There are some things that are just bad and will hurt you.
Bro, they told us that if the TV was going to be the demise of mankind.
Melt
it
your
was
brain.
The boob tube. You're going to sit there and you're going to rot. And then they decided, hey, let's put TVs in classrooms because then we can watch the space launch.
Okay.
And let's
How'd that work out?
Well, some of them went okay. But like every generation, they see the new thing and they just get scared for no reason. And they go, well,
but-
the human mind seems to adjust just fine.
No, it doesn't. Look at the terror. Go on social media and tell me the human mind adjusts just fine. And
What's
by the
right?
way,
I just saw a Cocker Spaniel doing a cha-cha.
you
It was so adorable.
You can also make the argument that television led to computer, led to the internet, led to social media, that led us down this road that we're in now.
Hey, what road is that? Easy Street? I'll take it.
Easy Street, bro. Again, you can make the argument that the world is a terrible place because of social media.
Okay, so in 1940s, was the world that great? Whole goddamn planet's on fire, World War II. But, everybody knew how to dance. And you didn't get Glenn Miller. So, it's a trade-off.
Look, man,
the
I'm
world
not-
has always sucked to some degree. It's always going to suck to some degree.
I'm not anti-technology, and I'm with you that there is value in some of this stuff. But the idea that we have to be constantly stimulated all the time and getting away from that may not be the worst idea.
So you remember we were talking a while back, I was watching some Frontier thing about Lewis and Clark.
Yeah.
And
Which is a common conversation two men have at work.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
how about that Lewis and Clark documentary you watched last night?
so, like, they're trying to recreate the Frontier days. Remember I told you, like, when they're sitting in a cabin and there's like, oh, mother, where's dinner? Boy, you need to fetch water. And then I'm going to light my pipe and sit in this corner till I fall asleep. And I'm going to beat one of you tonight, but I haven't decided who yet. Like, what's the fuck? Oh, sorry.
Whoa! He's getting so passionate about this.
Who the hell wants to live like that, man?
By the way, you're going to get beaten by Lewis and Clark's father for talking like that.
But you know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, I would have, like, ripped my ears out.
No, I get it, but I will counterpoint that as we're talking about raw dog and flights. Again, no entertainment, no food, no water. You just sit in your chair and you go. And for some reason, it's become a competition guys are doing on social media.
By the way, no women have done it.
Well, there may have been women that done it. I just haven't seen that video
all right.
yet. A couple of years ago, I took a flight with my family, and I bought a book. And I used to read a ton when we were on the road, right? Because, no smartphones, right? So, okay, this is what I did to entertain myself. And I was all excited. I'm going to read this book. It was one of my favorite authors. And I sit down and I open the book, and I realize 2 pages in, I can't read a book anymore.
Because you haven't read in a while.
No, my attention span was short. Right?
You
It
start
wasn't-
thinking about other stuff. You're reading the words, but it's not.
Sticking?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's not. You're not paying attention to
comprendo.
what you're reading.
There was no colors, there was no
Yeah.
sound, nothing
Yeah.
was moving, and I couldn't read this book. And this is a guy who I love to read, and I read every one of his books he had up to this point. That book is sitting in my drawer at home right now.
Yeah.
And the only pages I read were the 2 on the plane that I could not read. So don't tell me it doesn't have a negative effect.
But you are reading. You're reading your phone. What's the difference?
Well, because it's all coming in,
You're not always
10 second
reading.
snaps.
Yeah.
Bang,
But you're
bang,
still
bang,
you're still
bang.
comprendo, baby. You're looking at things.
Comprendo? Is that
Yeah, Spanish. El comprendo.
comprende?
I understando. I thinko.
thinko, you're
El
an idiot.
electronico buco.
Oh, moron. I mean, Kimmy, could you read a whole book right now if you needed to?
I don't think I could. I
I'm
think
not even going to ask you. You can't even read.
Stupid ass book. Who's got time for a stupid ass book?
People on planes.
By the way, books are going away, bro.
I love how you weren't confident with the word obsolete, so you tried to pivot like no one's going to notice.
They going away.
yeah, like
Books are obsolete. Go on, man. Go on. Kaboom.
it's one of those things where I want to, but I don't know how. It would take me forever to finish it because I think I would just keep putting it down and then forgetting where I was. So I'd be like, I got to reread that because I don't remember what happened, and now I'm just not even going to bother.
It's so bad
How bad is it?
that everybody listening will find something on Netflix, put it on, and be on their phone while they're watching this thing they wanted to watch on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, jump back and forth.
Not good.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break.
All right.
I'll tell you what is good.
What's that?
Falling into some cash, buddy.
Oh,
Because whether it's $5 or $5,000, anything in between, free cash is free cash.
yes.
What is a little weird is how this person who stumbled into this money is not concerned that they don't know where it came
Well, he
from.
must be a lucky bastard, or God smiled on him.
We'll get into it next here in the break room on 96.5 WCMF. There's no better money than found money.
Oh man, sweet.
But here's the thing, man. You're supposed to know where your money comes from.
Oh yeah,
And
you got to
money-
manage your money.
That's not what I mean. What I mean is, like, this is literally money, and this person has no idea where it came from.
Well, that's a fool.
And the fact that this person, who I know very well, and who all you all listening know very well, has no idea where it came from, it's a little alarming that this person is not more alarmed that this money just showed up out of nowhere. You're hanging out in the break room. Well, it's just Classic Rock 96.5 WCMF. Just after 7 o'clock this morning, Tuesday, one comment that happened during Where They Whinin' last week set off a firestorm of anger from our listeners.
What happened?
Well, one man, in guessing which town last week's was, last week's Where They Whinin', made a comment about East Side versus West Side.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like Gates versus Penfield or Greece versus Pittsford.
What was it?
It was East Side country versus West Side country.
Going way out.
I believe he called it uptight country.
There you go. And we were unaware that there was a rivalry between East Side and West Side country.
Yeah.
But apparently there is.
Okay.
And we'll get into it just after 7 o'clock here in the break room on CMF. Tommy, you shared a little information with me this morning when you got into work.
Yeah, I was telling you, I've got $300 in my wallet.
That's
and
great.
I don't know where it came from.
Okay.
Wait.
Cashola.
It just appeared in your wallet.
So I was telling Pat, I said, I got up this morning and I realized, oh my God, I got like $300 on me.
Okay.
And I don't know why or how I accumulate. Because usually I have no more than like 75 to 100 on the top end.
And you
of
would
cash.
remember taking that out, right?
I don't. And I don't know why I have it. And, getting cash now is so hard.
Yeah.
Because you have to physically go out of your way to get cash.
And you don't have cash on you often, to your point.
Not like that. And I don't know how I got it.
All right, so a couple of things here.
Yeah.
One, this is something that only happens in Pittsburgh. I got $300 all of a sudden. Cash just showed up in my wallet. Man, look at us over. You can make a face?
What are you saying? Like cash just flows down from heaven and into my pocket?
You literally just said, I have $300 cash and I don't know where it came from.
First time.
Okay. First time he said. All right.
Yeah.
The second thing that weirded me out this morning is you were all excited telling me about this $300.
Yes.
And I was like, you're not a little bit weirded out that you don't know where it came from? And that thought, it seems, until I asked it, had not even crossed your mind.
Why question it? Just take it. Because what if I figure it out and then it goes away?
Well, because maybe that's not your money.
Well, how did I get it in the first place?
Well, you should know that.
I don't.
How do you not know where you got $300?
I'm ignorant to the money.
Okay.
I wouldn't even know where to begin.
Is there somebody that you have to pay, or like your wife?
The only
it was
person I can
intending
ask
to
my
pay,
wife.
so she just said, "Hey, hold on to this."
I would remember that though, because that'd be so weird.
Would you?
If she handed me like $300, we got to pay somebody.
I love how you're like, I would remember that. Yet you have $300 cash in your wallet, and you have literally no
I
idea.
do. Party.
I know.
I wouldn't spend a dime of that money until
I don't think
remember
I've ever
where it
had
came from.
That makes
mystery
you a
cash show
sucker.
up.
Okay. 252 WCMF. You put it perfectly. It's
But-
mystery cash.
Yeah.
But it's found money, so spend it.
Oh, no. Found money is like you're walking down the street and you find money
Right.
on the
I found
ground.
it in
Or
my
like
wallet.
you
Or you're
found it in your pocket. You forgot
Yes.
you had a 20.
What
on
is
you.
it that this is?
But you don't just pull out $300 out of nowhere and not have any idea where it came
I felt
from.
so cool this morning having $300 too.
Yeah.
It's like I'm like, yeah, man, I'm sitting all right today, man, and nothing can bother me today because I got $300.
What are you gonna do with your $300?
I don't know, but I ain't worried about nothing.
You should be worried. Look,
Bring it on, world.
Kimmy Grim brings up another great point here,
What?
right? Like, found money is great, but when you find money, you normally find it in places money shouldn't be, like in a jacket pocket, in like sweatpants, like
Like
next
this is
season.
like organized and in my wallet.
That's what I mean. You found money where money should be, which is an alarming thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all like I put it there.
Yes.
Like because I had to be. I'm that person that has to have all the bills straightened out.
Oh, so it's not even like
No, it's not crumpled up.
Okay.
It's like folded and organized. Denomination, right? Is that the right word?
sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all smooth.
crispy bills.
Oh, super crisp.
Are you dying?
I don't know. But
Should we
yeah,
be
we're gonna go
concerned?
spend that money. Well, if I'm dying, I'm spending today.
All that $300?
Hell yeah, man! You can have fun for a $300 day. I don't think I've ever had a $300 day.
No, I believe that.
Well, look who's talking, busted ass.
Well, look, man, I've never found $300. I don't live in Pittsburgh where $300 just falls out of the sky and into my wallet and I have no idea where it came from.
So is this money you think you're going to spend slowly over time, or is this something you're like, I get $300. I can make a little bit of a purchase here.
I'm thinking about buying one high-end thing.
Have you thought what that high-end thing is?
Yeah.
What?
Summer hat. Summer fedora.
We're still in the hat.
Well, still another weekend left at Jazz Fest, so.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Fedora Country.
Fedora Country.
Down on Fedora Street.
252-WCMF, 252-9263. Tommy found $300 in his wallet. Found $300 in his wallet. He has no idea how it got there. It's just there. Look, man, I'm being serious.
Oh, here we go.
No,
You're such a downer, man. What happened to the drunk fat kid I used to hang out with, flappy pants?
I mean, just here to warn you, man. You got to be careful with your money.
Just think this through. Do not spend that money until you figured out where it came
Or
from.
have you talked to your wife about it?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Have you
I would
intentionally-
definitely
hold on,
double check
stop,
with her.
Time out. When did you find this money yesterday?
Midday.
Okay. So you saw your wife. You were around your wife.
Yeah.
Did you intentionally not tell your wife?
Out of sight, out of mind, Pat.
Situation never really came up.
All right.
It wasn't the right time,
The
Pat.
fact that you have intentionally not told your wife that you found $300 in your wallet lets me know that is not your $300.
I don't know
So then
that
bring
I
it
don't
up to
know.
your wife.
I don't want to burden her. She's got so much going on. We got a
With-
second grandkid.
You don't want to burden her with a free $300.
Yeah. And see, if I say I got $300, and let's say she doesn't even know how it happened, she's already going to figure out where we need to spend the $300.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she'll have that money spent faster than a meth addict.
But you already have that money spent.
Yes, but I took me time, and it's something functional.
Look, man, like
A hat.
God forbid
Right.
you go buy that hat today. You buy a $300 stupid fedora old man hat.
All right, maybe, yeah.
Okay, yeah. You spent the money already?
Maybe. Kind of. Well, it's so easy to shop now with your phone.
252-WCMF, 252-9263. Would you spend money you found in your wallet without consulting somebody else?
Why do you have to consult them? I'm an adult.
Because, man, you're not an adult. You're talking like a child.
No, because I'll tell you what, she's going to want to go spend it on a grandbaby.
Yeah, okay, fine,
Oh,
great.
that kid's in better shape than I am financially right now.
Kid's going to look better in a hat, I'll tell you that.
The hand won't fit. You
Okay.
can sit in it.
I want you to think about this. If it turns out that money was put there by your wife
You're supposed to go to the church.
or that money, if that money had a meaning, if that money was supposed to go somewhere, and your wife comes to you and goes, "Where's that money?" Not only
Why'd you give it to me if it was so important?
does it make it look like you have dementia, which is not great because you got to start worrying
Hey,
about
man,
that.
if dementia means I get $300 a day, sign me up for long-term no brain. I would love $300 a day dementia. That sounds like the greatest resort ever. Every day Saturday, and you had $300. You don't even remember what you did yesterday or what you said. That's like heaven.
Problem 2, if she told you to do something with that money and you forgot, it lets her know that you weren't listening. Problem 3, if she needs that money for something, you don't have the $300. You're being awfully nonchalant for a grown man who has lived through stuff like this
It's
before.
$300. It's not our life saving.
Okay, well then why are you so excited
That's
about
$400.
$300? No, man. The way you're talking about this $300 means it's a significant amount of
It's
money.
such a
Why do you
weird amount.
talk? Because you just ruin
Okay,
crap.
I'm sorry that I'm trying to be your friend.
No, you're not a friend. A friend would hang out and we'd go party. You were a friend when you were a drunk.
You didn't offer to spend the $300 on me, so where are you
I
hanging out?
spent so much of other people's
I
money
feel like-
on you.
There
Please.
isn't even anything that you would enjoy, like party-wise, that you'd spend that $300
Alcohol.
on.
Wow, all kinds of
You don't-
colored pineapples.
Like you don't like to go out really. You don't like crowds. You know what I mean. You're not very social.
All right. I could get a hat. I could get booze.
That's
Nothing
about
says party like a fedora and a bottle of freaking whiskey.
You sound like a Bartles and James commercials. We got Facebook messages coming in. You can always get us on WCMF or the Break Room Facebook page. This comes in from Bob. Bob says, Duffy, shut up. Let Tommy spend that money.
Thank
It's
you,
free
Bobby.
money. If it was in his wallet, no court of law could convict him. Convict him for what? I mean, I get it's in his wallet. It's not about a crime.
No, but yeah, you can't drag me in front of cash court.
No, but your wife doesn't need to take you to cash court.
She is the judge of cash court.
So then you can't be dragged in front of cash. Does she have a gun as a
No,
gavel?
it's a gavel gun.
Order the court. However, Jessica writes us, Jessica, little bop. She says, Tommy, I'd be worried either that something's wrong with your brain or that money was put there by somebody else, i.e. your wife, for something you need to spend it on. Do not spend that money until you talk to your wife first.
But even if she doesn't know, she's going to spend it. It'll be gone either way.
But is it something that you needed or
Yeah.
you
What the hell
already
we need?
purchased or you owe?
All great questions.
I don't think who would I owe cash to?
Everybody that's ever listened to this show
the
as
mob?
part of a class action settlement, if your ears are in extreme pain.
You get $1.
Bro, what do you think? I'm sure you owe money to several people that you're not even thinking.
Yeah, but they ain't bothering me. I'll check my phone. I ain't get where's my money?
Okay. I'm trying to figure out if it is your money, how the hell you could have put $300 cash organized in your wallet.
I don't know.
Okay.
And
Is
maybe
it-
I am losing my mind. So what? I'm old.
Is it in 20s? Is it in like what are the bills?
It's one.
Oh, this is not a good sign. It's
$100 bill to rest for 20s.
Wait,
Okay.
you have a bill and you don't know where that came from?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wait, no, you.
Like whenever you're handed a $100 bill, you remember.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, at least people not that don't live in Pittsford are.
Oh yeah.
Well, okay, you have a $100 bill in your wallet and you don't know where it came from, and you're gonna make fun of me.
Did somebody pay you for something and you don't remember?
Oh.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know
Drunken
what you would
Saturday
do. That would be worth $300.
What was it? $150 a fist?
That was a joke just for the folks on the live stream. No, I mean, did you take money out? Oh my God. Did you take money out to like pay someone that like does work around the house and you
Yeah,
never
that's what
paid
I
them?
mean.
Because
Because you've had a couple people in and out,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's
No,
gotta
but I
be
think we
it.
took care of those people.
Did you? Are you
No,
sure?
Yeah.
Did you stiff somebody?
No, I don't think so. I would remember somebody being at the house doing stuff.
You remember?
'Cause
You
they
don't
would want
remember how you got
money.
$300?
No, but I would have paid that person.
How do you know you didn't? Maybe you thought you did. Maybe
No,
something
they were
happened.
there. I would have handed them the money.
I love how you go, I would have remembered, and you can't tell me where $300, including an actual $100 bill, came from. That's.
What? And by the way, I'm old. I'm forgetful. You can't blame me for anything.
Sure you can.
No, you can't.
Okay.
White Panthers, baby.
White Panthers. Look, man. Did you spend the money already?
Kind of. I did buy a hat.
You bought a hat.
I bought a hat.
Okay.
I bought a hat with with the Apple Pay.
So how does that have to do with what does that have to do with
I'm
cash?
talking
Well, I
about your
figured I had
cash.
the money. I'm gonna Apple
Oh,
Pay.
like that. You know that's called girl math.
No, what's girl
This
math?
is a new phenomenon that
Explain.
apparently you subscribe to.
I didn't even know I had
It's kind of like justifying something that you buy because you didn't use something, you didn't buy something else.
it. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I gotcha.
So you're gonna go take that $300 and put it in the bank to cover what you
Oh,
paid
who
him.
does that anymore? I didn't have to get a deposit slip.
So you spent
Here's my
money.
deposit slip. It's 1938.
So how are you gonna cover the cost of the hat with the cash?
I'm up. I'm good. I don't know. It all works out.
That didn't cross your mind at
It all works out.
Okay.
Listen, of all the stupid things I've ever done in my life, I've done a ton.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here right now.
Uh-huh.
I am not scathed in any way.
No.
And I am having a nice conversation with two supposed friends.
I'm looking at your legs. They look pretty scathed to me.
Well, that's from your mama last night. Maybe that's where I got that $300.
You're a gigolo?
She paid you.
What the hell does that mean?
Asking. You said it.
No, I asked if he's a gigolo.
He's
You
the
go,
one who ended
you're
up
the
with
one,
cash.
You're the one that's
Oh,
like,
it
wouldn't
was-
you pay his whore mother?
It was jiggling.
All right, let's take a break. One phone call has set off World War
Really?
III between two sides of town. Look, we know there's an East Side, West Side rivalry
Yeah,
here
but
in
it's
Rochester.
in the town.
Well, that's what we thought.
Yeah.
It was suburbs, right?
Yeah.
Apparently not. Because whether or not this rivalry existed pre-phone call,
Yeah.
it definitely exists now
Oh.
based on all the other messages we got screaming, furious with this man.
It doesn't make sense because both sides kind of look the same.
You think so?
Well, like,
Not according to people who live on opposite ends.
what am I missing? Because, like, if you look at, like, the towns, they all kind of, like, there's a difference. But when I get out, the rest of it looks like kind of like the same.
East Side, West Side
Yeah.
don't get along.
Ooh.
But what about East Side, West Side country?
Country.
Next to the break room on 96.5 WCMF. Every day we learn a little bit more about the people on each side of the greater Rochester area.
But this is new. I had never heard of this.
So, yeah, I'm with you, man. Because we all know there's an East Side-West Side rivalry.
Oh, it's a battle.
But when we think of that rivalry, we think civilization.
Yeah, town.
Yeah, big burbs like Greece, Pittsford, Penfield, Gates. Well, it turns out, Tommy,
Yeah.
even the folks out in the sticks are getting into it because
Wow.
at least, according to at least one caller who set off a massive campaign of anger,
Yeah.
farmers on one side of town are a little tougher than the others.
Oh.
You're hanging out in the break room, Rochester's Classic Rock 96.5, WCMF, just after 7:25, 7:30.
Yeah.
We've seen some stories of adults doing things with kids they shouldn't. And I don't mean sexual, I mean violent.
Yeah.
However, I don't think we've ever seen anything like this.
Very specific.
We'll get to it
Wow.
just after 7:30 here in the break room on CMF. So on last week's Where They Whinin', we were trying to figure out which town had a man upset about a missing street sign.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you remember the man described having to make a new sign out of plywood
Yes, his homemade street
Yep,
sign.
to keep people safe. And in that break, we got a call from a guy who had a hell of a backstory for the person that he made up in his head that was responsible for this post.
Wow.
Hold on.
There we go.
Hold on.
All right, so I agree with the previous caller, Dan, that this country, plywood country.
Okay.
But this woman sounds uptight, so we need uptight country, and it's a long shot, but I'm saying Mendon.
Mendon. So you're going East Side Country.
Uptight country,
Yeah.
according to
That's right.
Adam.
A
Yeah.
poopy, fancy country.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
Interesting.
and a
But
couple.
the real country, they don't care about the sign being down. They'll probably shoot it with buckshot. It'll have bullet holes in it and
Okay.
whatnot. It just seems like an uptight woman. She's probably taking equestrian lessons.
What the hell are you talking about?
Equestrian
She gotta
lesson.
go to work.
Uptight country.
Oh yeah, she probably sells vegetables out in front of her house.
She got a
But
lot
only
of time
high-end
on her
stuff like
hands.
fennel.
East Side Country,
Yeah.
according to this gentleman,
Yeah.
is softer
Soft country.
than West Side Country.
Which is
Fancy
hard
country.
country.
Folks out in the sticks on the East Side can't hold a candle to the farming West Siders that they're doing, and they've been doing since their great grandpappies claimed this land out in '06.
All right.
You guys were unaware this was a thing.
I didn't know. All the country when I go out, all kind of looks the same.
It's all the same country.
Yeah. I mean, there's a big difference between looking at Pittsburgh and looking at Gates. But I don't see that vast
Like once you get
difference.
outside
All
of
looks
the
the
greater
same.
Rochester area a little bit.
And I kind of thought all country people, no matter what side you were on, were kind of like pulling the same
Yeah.
rope, right? Like you're both
Right, yeah.
country people.
Right. Yeah.
To your point, like living in Gates is different than living in Pittsford.
Right.
But I thought living in the sticks on the east side was the same as living in the sticks on the west
It's
side.
a stick's a stick.
Are we wrong? 252 WCMF, 252-9263?
I don't know because after I think his name was Adam. After Adam's call, people were pissed that anybody would make that reference that East Side or West Side country may be tougher than East Side country.
So to your point, I would like to read you some messages that we got right after that phone call.
All right.
You ready? Dan wrote us. Who is this clown who says West Side Country is better than East Side Country? Just because you have less land and fewer toys doesn't make you tougher. Being poor trash doesn't make you tough. I know, coming in
Man.
hot. And he keeps going.
Drops a T.
Billy wrote us. To that guy who said East Side Country isn't as tough as West Side Country. You know what the difference is? On the East Side, we have working farms that produce things. We don't have to open up for petting zoos and coffee festivals to make a living like you. We know how to do it the way you're supposed to do it in the country on the East Side.
Wait, all those places we go to are on the east side.
Well, you go to the ones on the East Side because you're on the
You're
East
not
Side.
making a good argument here.
No, I mean, Billy is arguing the West Side folks have to do the petting zoos and the East Side folks don't, but
gotcha.
he's
But
right.
they do.
You're right.
I see what you're saying.
There's multiple, but not according to Billy. Are there more on the West Side than there are on the East Side?
I don't know.
And are those places only doing it because they can't make a living just being regular farms? 252 WCMF, 252-9263. Has the East Side, West Side country battle always been like this? Or did this single phone call set off a reaction that now has like-minded rural folk from opposite sides of the river at each other's throats? Tommy, is East Side country softer than West Side country?
I don't. I think they're the same. Like if you go out to like 315,
Okay.
I mean that's straight up country, man. Right?
Yeah.
Williamson, Sodas.
But do you count that as East Side?
I mean it's east side country.
No, well, that's the thing is, I mean, look, when you get out of Monroe County,
Right.
you're right, it's straight country.
Right.
But this guy, was it Adam you said, Kimmy, who made that phone call? Adam specifically says Mendon. So when I'm thinking east
Mendon's
side,
really not even country
I
yet.
mean,
You're
no,
still
there's country
you're
out
in
there.
Monroe. You're still in Monroe County.
no, but there's country in Monroe County on the west side.
Yeah.
Ton of it. Brockport, Hilton,
All right.
Chili.
I would think West Side's tougher.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I would think East Side's a little bit softer.
Okay. Kimmy,
Like I bet you some of the East Side farms have pools.
and not above ground country pools? Like
I'm telling you,
Okay.
deep in country, built-in pool.
I mean, I can only speak on what I know, and I did know some pretty tough kids, West Side country kids.
Yeah, they did your
that
hair.
were. I mean, there were dairy farmers.
Ooh.
There were like kids that would wake up before school, do stuff on the farm, and then come to school.
So you're
Good.
saying West Side country tougher than East Side country?
I only know the toughness of the West Side country, and I could tell you that those are some hardworking people.
252 WCMF, 252-9263. East Side country, softer than the West Side country? Let's talk to Cody. He's on CMF. Hey, Cody, how are you, buddy?
Morning, how are you?
Good. What do you got for us, man?
So, I guess two quick things. Number one, I honestly don't know where this battle is coming from because we have our own battles to fight in each side, at least in the west side where I'm from for sure. We got towns out here that are, well, we compare them to places like, inner city Rochester. So
Great start.
we've got
Great
our own
start,
little
Cody. You're
battles,
nailing it, buddy. You're nailing it.
We got our own battles between the towns and the
Yeah, we got
country.
it,
But
yeah.
the other thing, we've got the gang farmers out here in the west side. And I don't know if it makes it tougher or not, but we have the gang farmers out here. We've got, different immigrant farm groups that come up for the summers to work in the farms. And, I mean, they literally gang each other. You can go to these towns, and there'll be one side, it's one group of farmers, one side's the other, and they don't intermingle. And when they do, the cops get involved, and it's really bad. So the west side's got that going on. I know that for sure.
All right.
I don't know if the east side's got that or not.
All right. Well, Cody, thank you. Thank you for the call, Cody. Have a good rest of the day.
I don't know, Cody. Kind of off point there, Coach.
Just a quick, Ben points out on Twitter,
I forgot Ben's country.
Mendon is South Side country.
It's east of the river.
Yes.
Isn't it? Yes, it is.
I never
then-
looked at Mendon as country, but all right.
If your school district is attached to Pittsford, you're east side.
Okay.
How's that?
Yes,
Is that fair?
absolutely.
Fair enough?
Yeah.
Then Matt writes us East versus West Side country. I thought we were all unified versus 315.
No, but I mean, look, I'm kind of with him on that. Like, I thought country was country.
Right.
I thought that whether
Everybody
you were,
got together.
yes, whether you were on the east side and you were taking
Yeah.
a 10-minute ride to Canandaigua, or you were on the west side and taking an hour ride to Canandaigua to go to CMAC to watch whatever tight jean country cap wearing guys performing that night. I thought you were guys all on the same
Yeah.
team. No?
Yeah.
252 WCMF 252-9263. Kimmy, can I get that audio again? Where they whining last week, a man named Adam, he calls up the show, and we were looking for someone who made their own street sign after the street sign in their neighborhood had gotten stolen. This man thought it was country, but he thought it was a specific type of country.
All right, so I agree with the previous caller, Dan, that it's country, plywood country.
Okay.
But this woman sounds uptight, so we need uptight country, and it's a long shot, but I'm saying Mendon.
Mendon. So you're going east side country.
Uptight country,
Yeah.
according to
That's right.
Adam.
A
Yeah.
poopy, fancy country.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
Interesting.
Adam,
But
couple.
Real country, they don't care about the sign being down. They'll probably shoot it with buckshot. It'll have bullet holes in it and
Okay.
whatnot. It just seems like an uptight woman. She's probably taking equestrian lessons and.
What the hell are you talking about?
Equestrian
Gotta
lesson.
go to work.
Uptight country.
Oh yeah, she probably sells vegetables out in front of her house. too.
She got a
But
lot
only
of time
high-end
on her
stuff like
hands.
fennel.
252 WCMF 252-9263. East side country, softer than west side country.
Okay.
Let's talk to Rammer. Hey, Rammer, how are you, buddy?
Good morning. So, Adam's got a point, and wasn't the right answer Canandaigua?
I don't remember. Yeah, probably. I don't know.
I think it was because you won it, didn't you?
No, that was the week before.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'm wrong. But all you got to do is a quick Google search for horse stables. I mean, all the equestrian centers are on the east. Everything east of the river. You're not going to find horses with equestrian centers out in Brockport. You'll find cows. You'll find goats. You'll find, But on the east side, they're growing arugula. On the west side, they're growing corn. I mean, come on.
Ain't no horses on the west side.
That's my favorite Ribs Arkansas song.
No. There are horses on the west side, but you're not going to find places like, hey, Duffy, you go by it probably all the time. Irish Rose Stables.
Yes, I do.
I mean, have you seen that place? I mean, you are not going to see a place like that on the west side.
No, but I mean, let me ask you, like, if you're raising horses, are you not a tough farmer? Are you not a traditional farmer? That seems like tough work.
Okay, if you're raising
Especially if
horses,
they milk that
yes.
horse.
If you're boarding horses for other people and giving out equestrian lessons, then no. You're just running a hotel for horses.
Horse hotel.
Rabber.
So it's a horse hotel.
Okay. Thank you for the call, Rabber. Have a good rest of the day. All right.
Arugula versus corn.
So one of two things are happening here. Either we have no idea what happens on farms, we don't
Sounds
understand
like
it,
yeah.
or people are idiots.
Yes.
Because having a horse farm sounds like work.
I know, it is.
It's like probably nonstop work.
It's different tough. It's a different type of tough
The
work.
goddamn thing could kick you in the head.
Well, you just avoid not getting kicked by the horse.
But it's a possibility. And you got to break them Broncos and Mustangs.
You're not grabbing wild horses.
Yes.
No, you're not.
You get them wild, then you break them.
No, you're not around here.
Rope them and ride them, and then you sell them.
Do they even have wild horses in America anymore?
Yeah.
Where?
I thought we
west.
did find out there were like some in Carolina, one of the
Yeah.
Carolinas.
Oh, the Carolina wild horses.
Something
No,
like that.
out west they got wild Mustang. Yes.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe.
You know, it's funny, the way we're painting this picture, people are painting this picture, it's like we're talking about big-time Midwestern industrial American farm versus, like, hand-tilled land in North Korea.
Yeah.
Right? Because there are massive farms on each side of town.
Sure.
I never see much of a difference, but then again, I don't even really, we don't know what we're looking for.
I'm guessing there is no difference. I bet you if we went to both farms, we'd find the same issues and stuff. What would be the difference?
I don't know. I mean, money, I guess.
I mean, you
Either
can't tell
way,
me
you're-
growing corn or you're growing, what did he say, high-end arugula. What's the difference? But you still got to
Still
go out
got
there.
to harvest. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta work it.
Either way, you're shoveling crap every day, right?
Yeah.
And we know all about that.
Oh, yeah.
252 WCMF. This you said Ben's country. It's a different Ben, I think.
Oh, okay.
Well, our Ben here, other Ben before.
This is Country Ben.
He's on CMF. Hey, Ben, how are you, buddy?
Pretty good and really annoyed right now because literally the east side and the west side are exactly the same. I'll take Albion, for example, and Williamson. It's the same damn town. Like, because Albion, all they do is grow apples out there. All Williamson does is grow apples. Also,
Well, actually, Ben, pretty much everybody grows apples. Like New York State is apple country.
A lot of apples.
yeah, I understand that. But and then as far as Rammer saying that they grow corn only on the west side, he's a dumbass. When I'm on my way to work, I drive through Webster on Salt Road. There's a cornfield. There's a state. Just shut up. There's the same thing.
Shut up.
Ben is,
Shut
ben
up.
Your
is
corn
fired
running
up.
mouth.
Yeah, but Ben, on the
I'm
east side, they
pissed.
got
It's
way
annoying.
fancier things to get the corn than they do on the west side. You got one guy peeling each corn hand by hand. This sucks. It's really hard.
No, I think the only rich farmers, air quote farmers, are the south side farmers in like Mendon and Farmington and like down that way.
Okay. All right. Well, Ben, thanks for the call, buddy.
And Canandaigua. Canandaigua has farmers.
That is
down
not
there.
south side. That is definitely
That's
east
soft
side.
farming country.
Yeah.
Lake farming.
Farming that lake.
God.
All right, Ben, thanks for the
So
call.
if you
buddy.
grow, let's say you have a vineyard,
Mm-hmm.
you're a whiner.
Yeah.
That's a farm.
Yeah.
Are you soft because you grow grapes and the other guy grows apples?
that's
What's
a
the
good
difference?
question.
I mean, it's probably the same amount of busted ass work. You just sell a more fancy product
Well, I mean, does it cost more to run a winery, and that's why people get upset because like you have the money to
because you
invest in that?
fancy.
I mean, is there more profit at a winery as opposed to like an apple
Well,
farm?
look at all the boozers we got around here. I don't see a lot of people shoving
Well,
apples
there's
in their
more
mouth on a Saturday night.
tourism involved,
Yeah,
right?
what are you
I
talking
mean,
about? You go to an apple farm, it's thousands of people there picking apples.
Yeah.
You trick people into doing the work for you,
Oh, that's a good point.
right?
Yeah.
No, I mean maybe
So
it
who's
does.
softer? Apple boy or grape boy?
I would have thought that both are the same amount.
I
of
think
work,
about bust ass work.
right, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Mm.
Maybe we're wrong. I mean, the people that own the wineries, the vineyards, always dress nicer in public.
Well, they have to because, dumbasses like you and I come down there.
They gotta
expecting
sell
us-
it.
You want to think you're in France.
Well, no, I don't know. Like, okay, if we base it on how they dress walking around, like every farmer I know from the West Side does still wear like their Carhartt and their dirty jeans and their boots out.
Yeah, they're working.
We're like, to your point, like the higher end East Sider folk,
The whiner.
the whiner, the horse person. I mean, they do dress nicer.
They do.
Does that make them less tough?
Yeah, but they just clean up. I mean, if you have an apple farm, I don't have to clean up to sell you apples. But I do to sell you wine and a $50,000 horse.
I don't know, though. I mean, wouldn't you think the horse and the wine are better taken care of if that person has their hands on it getting dirty every day?
Yeah, but like if we go down there with our wives, they're going to want to see like what they think a winery looks like.
Okay, I
like,
love
if
not you in your turquoise shoes this
No.
morning. My wife is the one that's going to want it.
I'm straight country, man.
252 WCMF. We'll take one more call. East Side Country versus West Side Country. The rivalry all kicked off apparently by one phone call during Where They Whining last week. Ken has got the last word on CMF. Hey, Kenny. How are you, buddy?
Hey, good morning. How you guys doing?
Good, man. What you got?
Good. Well, first of all, our farm sits in Genesee County, so as far as we're concerned, you're all East Side farmers. So why don't you just shut up, raise the horses, and give your... You know what I'm saying?
I don't, but that's great. But Ken, let me ask
Kenny's
you.
got that. He even sounds like farm guy. He's got like
You
farm.
got it, baby.
He's got farm accent. Like he's got like a little plug in his mouth right now.
I get up in the morning at 4:30. I milk the cows. I go out. I plow a few acres, and then I go inside and have breakfast. So I don't want to hear about your Dunkin' coffee, Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy. Yeah, you East Side farming bitch. All right, Ken, what do you grow over there? What do you grow?
Oh, corn. We grow strawberries. We grow all vegetables. You name it. We have cows, chickens, a couple of hogs. Well, that's two twins that live
Wait,
down
Pep's
the road.
mom's
but
out there?
That's another
Pep's
story.
Luhrmann's mom's out there. Yeah, nice try.
Well, I got a little plug in my mouth.
Stupid fat tongue. All right, so Kenny, you're here to say that East Side, West Side doesn't matter. All farms are the same, and you're all busting your ass.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You have a great weather year. You get lots of rain, lots of sun at the right times. You do great. Other years, you get screwed by Mother Nature. But, hey, that's the way it goes.
Well, hey, Kenny, I think
He's got a good outlook. Outlook,
yeah.
Outlook
Hey, that
in
log
life.
was in, now it's out. I got an outlog over here. Kenny, thanks for making us all a little bit country wiser this morning, buddy. We appreciate it.
All righty. Be well.
There goes Ken.
He's got everything.
Yeah.
Hogs,
Corn, hogs, horse.
strawberry. Strawberry's a little soft. I wouldn't have said that out loud. Making strawberries over there, Kenny. Kenny Strawberries, they call it when he's not around. To Ken's point,
Yeah.
Ken is the only actual farmer, it seems, that called the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it doesn't sound like the guy, Adam, who made the initial phone call.
Yeah, we don't know where Adam was from.
Yeah, or if he was a farmer. He didn't sound like a farmer.
He's driven by farms.
Yeah.
Much like Ben and Rammer.
So maybe we should have just asked a farmer in the first place.
True.
Well, now we know for next time.
Okay.
All right, let's take a break. I would love to know the excuse of the man who's accused of committing this crime.
Oh.
Because he wouldn't have done it if he didn't think he had an excuse to do it. But then again, there isn't an excuse he could give short of his life on the line where anyone would be like, oh, this makes perfect sense. We'll tell you what this grown-ass man is accused of doing
Yeah.
with a 13-year-old kid.
Oh.
Next to the break room on 96.5 WCMF.
That was another 10 feet. I'm brown on the floor. We're talking about your dump.
Thank you. Thank you. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's all right. It happened.
You
I was
good?
bringing it out when I did it to you.
You did do that to me.
Yeah.
I was the. Oh, God, that was not. That was not fun.
By the way, you didn't clean up that good, son.
What are you talking about?
Well, we
You
were
did
just.
not clean up
No,
that
I
good.
did. I
mean,
absolutely
that's-
did.
Bro, you-
that was
that-
that was a little too quick.
That's 4 days of dumping in one run.
Okay.
You are smeared to the knees.
And then we know you didn't wash your hands.
I did wash my hands. You want to smell them? Come
No,
smell my
I
I'm
hands.
going
don't.
to smell your ass
Come
hand.
smell my hands. You brought it up. I'm going to tell you about my hands. Look, look.
Yeah.
I didn't even need to clean anything up, to be honest with you.
Oh, is that solid?
Bro, it was like a Lego cube coming out of me. That was not fun.
Yeah, those hurt.
That was not fun at
Yeah.
all.
Do you feel better now? You feel a little emptier?
I
You
definitely
got to.
feel like there's a big old hole inside me.
Okay.
I'll tell you that.
All right.
About that long and that wide.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to go to confession. All right, with that being said,
Yeah.
Tommy, we've seen plenty of stories where someone is accused of doing something awful, only to find out they had no choice.
Okay.
They didn't want to hurt anybody.
Yeah.
They didn't plan on reacting this way, but the circumstances forced their hands. And if that's the case here,
Yeah.
I am dying to know what got this grown man to this point.
Oh.
Because the few details we have involving this grown man and a middle schooler,
No.
not good.
So you go like old school on the kid?
I'll let you decide.
Okay.
All right, you're hanging out in the break room, 96.5 WCMF. This story comes to us from Canandaigua, but it involves a man from Penfield.
Oh.
Authorities arrested a 30-year-old Penfield man after they say he headbutted a 13-year-old.
Head-butted?
Like, hiya, headbutt.
Like that was his go-to.
Disciplinary move?
I
Yeah,
don't even know if you
just
wanna call
fighting
it that.
move. I don't know. Yeah, we I guess we don't know how it, what led to it.
And it must
But
have been a pretty big
Weird
13-year-old
first move.
to reach forehead to forehead.
Yeah,
Well-
that's a good point.
Could be either be a big 13-year-old or a short man, because like for you for example, I heard from a distance you kind of look like an 8th grader, which would be the age of a 13-year-old.
Again,
What?
that joke is
But the
not
joke
died
sucks so hard.
20 years on.
It would make sense if it was short man, tall 13-year-old, because short man feels threatened by tall 13-year-old potentially.
I think somebody just cracked the code.
If the accusations are true,
Yes.
of course. Now, the story on News 8 says that the 30-year-old was inside of a Canandaigua business when this happened. He's been charged with endangering the welfare of a child, and everything we told you are the only details we have.
But that's not, so we don't know if that's even his kid.
No, it doesn't sound like it. It doesn't say like it's a domestic
Right.
incident.
It
Because
sounds like the kid mouthed off to him.
okay, you're doing what you always do.
Well, I think that was everybody's assumption when they first saw the story, right?
I love how in both.
Well, it's just funny because I think the people's first go-to reaction whenever there's a story about a a grown adult getting physical with a underage kid, it's always like, what did that kid say? What did that kid do? He pissed somebody off. He was running his mouth.
I understand Tommy having that take. That makes sense because you're at that point in your life. I am disappointed that that's where your mind went, Kimmy, immediately.
Well, I just think that whether or not that kid said or did anything, I think for whatever reason, a grown adult would have to be triggered in some way to get to that point.
Okay,
right?
I think it's and that's 13 is that prime time wise ass mouth.
You have immediately started blaming a 13-year-old child for his own headbutt.
I was a wise ass 13-year-old that should have been headbutted every morning.
And by the way, if somebody headbutt you, they could do it from across the room. That's how wide that forehead is. No, man. Like, I love how you guys are like, well, you got to trigger somebody to headbutt someone. How about you're psycho enough to headbutt someone in the first place?
It could happen. By the way, do we know?
No. You're not hearing what I'm saying.
I
You're
know,
not hearing
yeah.
what I'm saying. If you have it in you to headbutt another human
Is there a
being,
random headbutt? Do you have a random headbutt in you?
I'm not saying it's a random headbutt, but I'm not saying that 13-year-old had to do anything
I'm not
like
saying he
inappropriate.
deserved it,
No.
but
See, when you say but, you
you're
are kind of
saying
saying
you
that.
would. You were saying you would have deserved it as a 13-year-old.
yes,
So you're kind of in a way implying that this
I understand
in
this kid.
this situation.
No, you don't, because you know nothing about the kid.
No, but I was that kid.
No, but you know nothing about the kid. This could be a good kid who got in a weird situation where a 30-year-old
All
man,
right.
according to police, decided to. No, go on. I'm sorry. Go on.
No.
No,
but
you
I-
are this kid. Tell me about this kid who you had no idea existed until the story I just told you 3 minutes ago.
It's Canandaigua, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he rich.
Who
So
is?
a working man coming in made fun of his shoes or something.
A working man from
Yeah,
Penfield.
Yeah. There's working men in Penfield.
Sure there are.
I'm gonna say the kid wise does. Like he cut in line.
Okay.
A line cut.
Oh yeah.
A line cut to a headbutt.
Oh, I'm not saying it's justified.
No, you are. In the way that you're describing it, you are implying that what this man is accused of doing is justified because it's a child
Well, it's
who's being a
interesting though
punk
because
ass.
when it comes to headbutt, you have to be in very close proximity to somebody
You gotta
for
be
that
face to
for that
face.
to be your go-to move. So
Right.
how did it get to that point where they were that close?
Ooh, that's a good question. 252 WCMF 252-9263. It's a really good question.
Yeah, because they could have been jawing at each other, right?
I mean, you
It
could have
could
been.
have escalated to something.
It could have also been tapping on the shoulder, turn around, and ka-cha. I don't know. I mean, that's what's great about these stories. It's all up to your own mind. It's also what's terrible about these
Yes.
stories. It's all up to your own mind.
So we do know that the adult was a male.
yes, 30-year-old male.
We don't know anything about the child.
We know nothing. We know
True.
the child. Look, it says, I think it's a boy because it does say like him in the story.
Oh.
Okay, all right,
I think.
all right. Because that would be way more disturbing
Well, yeah,
if he had butted a 13-year-old girl.
No kidding. All right, here, let's take a break.
Are you going to go again?
Do you know the oldest high school in New York is right here in our backyard?
The oldest high school?
And
In
you're never
New
gonna-
York.
You're never going to guess which one.
It should be in New York City.
Oh, we'll get into it next here in the break room on 96.5 WCMF.